Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, we are from SRZ Unit. Would like to share about our analysis in handball. Our analysis is to compare different results between jump shoot and penalty shoot in handball shooting. Analysis video was took at UiTM Seremban 3 handball court. The angle of the camera is from right lateral side view. Camera that we use to record the video analysis is Oppo A3s. Let's begin with jump shoot. For this shooting skill, player need to take 3 steps forward before perform jump phase and follow through with release the ball toward goal post or target. From sagittal plane, movement involve are knee flexion, elbow extension, and shoulder hyperextension. It also occur movement rotation of the trunk that occur at mediolateral axis.
Newton's law of motion in jump shot. Involve all Newton's law of motion. Let's proceed for the first law of motion, law of inertia. Inertia only occur when has external force applied on motionless state. During jump shot, ball and body remain static until force applied to move the body forward and release ball. For second Newton law of motion, law of acceleration. Force applied to the body causes an acceleration with constant mass. For jump shot, force from arm lead to have acceleration toward to the ball and occur acceleration of the ball. For third law of motion, law of reaction. For every action, there is an equal and opposite force reaction. It occurs when force applied at foot on the ground and ground also push off the same force to the foot.
Next, type of motion during jump shot. Motion can be described with motion of the ball. For jump shot, it occurs linear motion, which is curvilinear motion.
Now, let's proceed with penalty shoot. For this shooting skill, player need to stand in a ready position with perform the backswing of hand and release the ball to the goal post or target. From sagittal plane, movement involved are knee flexion, elbow extension, and shoulder hyperextension. Same like jump shoot, it occur movement rotation of the trunk at mediolateral axis. Lever system involved in handball shooting is third class lever, which is resistance and force on the same side of the axis. The resistant arm is longer than force arm. During shooting, fulcrum at shoulder, force at elbow, and resistance is the ball. Third class level favor for speed.
Newton's law of motion in penalty shoot. Involve first and second law of motion. First law of motion is law of inertia. Inertia only occur when has external force applied on motionless state. During penalty shoot, ball and body remain static until force applied to move body forward and release ball. For second law of motion, law of acceleration. Force applied to the body causes an acceleration with constant mass. For penalty shoot, force from arm, which is backward swing, can produce greater force to accelerate the ball.
Next, type of motion during penalty shoot. Motion can be described with motion of the ball. For jump shot, it occurs linear motion, which is rectilinear motion. Ball motion moves straight to the goal post.
As the result from the jump shoot, the distance at 6 meter or 9 meter D line. Based on this analysis, player take about 6.02 meter during jumping shoot. Ball release during jumping that can decrease the distance during shooting. Time taken for ball arrive to the goal post is 0.85 seconds. It totally different with penalty shoot because the player take time on focusing for jumping before release the ball. The velocity same with speed of the ball is 7.08 meter second. Acceleration is 8.33 meter second squared. For the force penalty shooting is 3.50 Newton based on impulse momentum theorem. Impulse is same with momentum, which is 3 Newton per second. As the result from the penalty shoot, the distance of penalty penalty shoot at 7-meter line. Based on this analysis, player take about 7.2 meter during penalty shoot. Time taken for ball arrive to the goal post is 0.63 second. The velocity that same with speed of the ball is 11.4 millisecond. Acceleration is 18.1 millisecond squared. Force of the penalty shooting 7.60 Newton. Based on the impulse momentum theory, impulse is same with momentum, which is 4.80 Newton second.
Next, summation of force for both shooting in handball. Force gained from large angle of the shoulder. More angle of the shoulder can produce greater force. Rotation of the trunk that can be focused on hip rotation. Rotation of the hip can produce the additional force during shooting. Larger base of support can lead to have balance and stability and allow to have greater force.
Based on the result, comparison between the two results show the different outcome from both shooting. Acceleration as penalty shoot is greater than jump shoot as force also shown the difference. Analysis of a different distance can lead the different acceleration result. More further the distance, more force player need to throw the ball. Next, it can be related with the physical of the player as well. More taller the handball player with a greater body weight, the more ability to achieve high accuracy to get a perfect score. Based on the score, for the penalty shoot, more force produced. The further distance, the more force needed, while penalty shoot start only at stand position. It's not necessary higher force for jump shoot because handball player can produce a greater force during stand. Force from the ground also involved during penalty shoot. The longer arm also can produce the greater force during a backward swing.